Karma never forgets horrible people. 10 ways they meet their Waterloo. Karma never forgets horrible people. 10 ways they meet their Waterloo explores the psychological, emotional, and situational consequences faced by individuals who consistently harm others. Rather than focusing on supernatural punishment, the narrative frames karma as a natural chain reaction of actions and consequences, where behavior inevitably circles back to the source. The story unfolds through 10 distinct yet interconnected scenarios, each representing a different form of karmic reckoning. From the collapse of power built on manipulation to the quiet destruction caused by guilt and isolation, the narrative demonstrates how harmful actions erode not only relationships but also identity, stability, and inner peace. The concept of meeting their Waterloo symbolizes a turning point, a moment where control is lost, truth is revealed, or consequences become unavoidable. These moments are not always dramatic. Sometimes they are subtle, internal, and deeply personal. The script emphasizes that karma is not always immediate, but it is precise, often arriving in ways that force reflection and understanding. Ultimately, the narrative serves as both a cautionary tale and a mirror. It suggests that karma is less about external punishment and more about the inevitable outcomes of choices, habits, and character. By illustrating these patterns, the story invites viewers to reflect on their own actions, relationships, and long-term consequences, reinforcing the idea that what we put into the world inevitably finds its way back. They thought they got away with it. They thought no one saw. No one remembered. No one would ever come back for them. But karma doesn't forget. It waits, patient, silent, precise, and when it strikes, it doesn't just settle the score. It rewrites the ending. This is not just a story about justice. It's about consequences, and the terrifying truth that sometimes the worst thing you can outrun is yourself. 1. The fall from power. He built his empire on manipulation, lies, intimidation, betrayal, stepping stones to the top. To the world, he was untouchable. To those beneath him, he was a nightmare. But power built on fear has a fatal flaw. It depends on silence, and silence doesn't last forever. One voice spoke, then another, until the truth became louder than his authority. The same people he crushed became the ones who exposed him. And just like that, the man who ruled everything lost it all in a single collapse. Karma doesn't knock. It removes the floor beneath you. 2. Betrayed by their own reflection. She hurt people with precision, emotionless, calculated. She knew exactly what to say to break someone, and exactly how to walk away untouched. But something changed. Not outside. Inside. The faces of those she hurt started to follow her. In quiet moments. In sleepless nights. Guilt isn't loud. It whispers, and those whispers grew into a storm. Until one day, she couldn't escape the truth. She wasn't haunted by them. She was haunted by who she became. Karma doesn't always come from the outside. Sometimes it lives within, free, losing what they took for granted. He had everything: love, loyalty, a second chance he didn't deserve, and he treated it like nothing. Ignored it, used it, took advantage of it, until one day it was gone. No warning, no explanation, just absence. And suddenly, the thing he thought would always be there became the one thing he couldn't get back. Karma teaches value by taking it away, for the exposure they never saw coming. She lived 2 lives, one for the world, one in the shadows. Deception was her shield, until someone connected the dots. A message leaked, a secret uncovered, and the illusion shattered. The same audience she fooled became the ones who watched her fall. Karma reveals what you tried hardest to hide. 5. The loneliness of their own making. He pushed everyone away, not all at once, but slowly. A betrayal here, a broken promise there, until the people who cared stopped trying. And when he finally looked around, there was no one left. No enemies. No allies. Just silence. Karma doesn't always punish you with chaos. Sometimes it leaves you alone with it. 6. Replaced without warning. She believed she was irreplaceable, that no one could take her place, that the people she hurt would always come back. But they didn't. They moved on, healed, found better, and suddenly she became a memory, not a priority. Karma replaces you when you fail to value your place. 7. Facing the same pain they caused. He laughed at others' suffering, dismissed their pain, mocked their struggles, until life flipped the script, and suddenly he was the one being ignored, the one being dismissed, the one nobody believed, and for the first time, he understood. But understanding came too late. Karma doesn't just punish, it teaches, often when it's too late to change the outcome. 8. Watching others rise without them. She sabotaged people, quietly, carefully, making sure no one could rise above her. But people adapt. They grow. They rebuild. And one by one, the people she tried to destroy succeeded anyway, without her, and she was left watching. From below, karma lets you witness the success you tried to prevent. 9. The truth they can't escape. He lied so much. He forgot what was real. Built a life on false stories. Fake identity. Fake victories. But truth is a way of surfacing. And when it did, everything collapsed. Not just his image, but his reality. Karma doesn't just expose lies. It erases a world built on them. 10. The final realization. In the end, it wasn't the punishment that broke them. It was the realization that every loss, every failure, every moment of pain was connected, a chain reaction, triggered by their own actions. And for the first time, they understood. Karma didn't destroy them. They did. Karma isn't revenge. It's balance. It doesn't act out of anger. It responds with precision. And it doesn't forget. So the question isn't, will karma come? It's already on its way. The real question is, when it arrives, will you recognize it? Key lessons. Actions create inevitable consequences. Every decision, especially those that harm others, sets off a chain reaction. Karma is not random. It is a natural result of repeated behavior patterns. Power built on harm is temporary. Manipulation, fear, and control may create short-term success, but they are unstable foundations that eventually collapse. Inner consequences can be stronger than external ones. Guilt, regret, and self-awareness often become the most powerful forms of karma, affecting mental and emotional well-being. People eventually see the truth. Deception may work temporarily, but truth tends to surface over time, often when it has the greatest impact. Loss teaches value. Taking people or opportunities for granted often leads to losing them, sometimes permanently. Isolation is a hidden cause of harmful behavior. Pushing people away through repeated negative actions can lead to deep loneliness and lack of support when it matters most. Empathy often comes too late. Some individuals only understand the pain they cause when they experience it themselves. By then, the damage is already done. You are replaceable. No matter how important someone feels, failing to value relationships can result in being replaced or forgotten. You can't escape yourself. Even if external consequences are avoided, internal ones, like identity conflict and self-perception, remain unavoidable. Karma is self-created. The most important lesson is that karma is not an external force acting randomly. It is something people actively create through their own actions, habits, and choices. For more videos like this, please subscribe.